Okay, hopefully this will help both of us out articulate what I want done. But ultimately, in a nutshell, I want to have this specific model that I created created into a 3D model using SketchUp, and then specifically, if at all possible, a program that works with SketchUp called Treble. I don't know if you're familiar with it or not, but I'll go through and I'll explain the specifics of why I want that. This particular software is Planner 5D. It's a free software, free online software, and it's has its own limitations. And I kind of just figured out how to use this. I'm not an expert, and that's why I want to work with someone who has some familiarity with CAD, and which I certainly do not. I'm just going online here playing around, but I ultimately need this converted into a professional 3D model. So this software, it's pretty good, though, for being free, but I just need it to be a little bit better based upon what I'm trying to accomplish. One of the places where it really falls short and is hindering me in my analogy is in the 3D model, specifically when it comes down to the exterior and the roof. So if you notice, that obviously it does not have the peak here. So this house is made up of the two-story home, and then I'm going to be finishing the attic space as a dormer. So, but the software does not have that capability. So that's exactly what I'm going to need your professional ability to do. And again, I mentioned the word Treble. It was a program I found online. I don't know if you need to use that or not. Maybe you're good enough that you don't need to use it, and this is just something for someone like me who's not an expert at this. But let me show you exactly what I'm talking about so you can more or less get an idea of exactly what I'm talking about as far as the program that I'm talking about, which is in fact called Treble. All right? And it gives you the capability to do the dormers exactly what I wanted to have accomplished. I'm just going to pull the video in over here so you can get a look at it. Whether you need this or not, I have no clue, but I know that it was pretty helpful for me, so that's why I wanted to bring it to your attention. So here's the program. I'm just going to mute it so that you don't hear that. But ultimately what you do with the software is it works within the Google SketchUp platform, and it gives you the ability to ultimately do exactly what I want, which is add this dormer space up top. It also has some cool animations too, and that's another reason why I'd like to use it, so I could, after you create it, I can use the animations for different people based upon different scenarios. So this is that one module I was telling you about where basically what this software is, it has pre-configured modules, and you just drag and drop it onto their graph. And then what specifically was, again, intriguing for me was the simple fact of what they're doing right now with the roof, where it's ultimately just drag and drop, and then you can use the interior tools to finish it, and then you can also peel layers off when you're doing the presentation. So that's what I really liked about it. And so if you could use it, that would be great, unless, of course, Google SketchUp already has those things into it. And if that's the case, great, you know what I mean? Then I won't need you to use this. But if that's definitely the case where these things are unique to the software Treble, where if you see what they're doing right now, where they're just peeling off layers of the actual structure, that is a great way to show people what it's going to look like and what different layers will look like. All right, so that's pretty much the software. And again, what you're seeing here is when on this software, it doesn't give you the capability of doing that. So when I put the third floor on, it's just a box. So ultimately, let me just show you what I'm talking about here. This is what I need you to do, is create that pitch, which is a 12-12 pitch, by the way, the max peak size that's going to be a 12-12 pitch. And again, ultimately, none of this will be here. It'll just be that. And then from there, we can go into the interior. Now, what you'll notice on the third floor, which I'm going to send you links to the software so you can go in and look at the dimensions and all that great stuff and won't have any problems. And it'll be easier for you to get that into the actual software that you use. So if you notice here, I just call this the third floor master suite. So I'm going to go into the 2D model. Okay, so we're in the 2D model. And what you're going to notice here is that on the 2D model, this is just the whole attic, and the only area that I plan on finishing is just the parts that you see here. The reason I put these walls here is to just illustrate that obviously there's going to be a dormer, and we're going to have lack of utilized space where the dormer goes down. So that's why I put those kind of walls up as like knee walls. And then from here, it's really just a master suite. So you see your master bedroom here. All the dimensions are over here. And then this is a walkway. This is his and her closet. And then this is the master suite. Walk-in shower, jacuzzi, vanities, so on and so forth. All right. I have a staircase that, again, the software, unfortunately, you can't see. But if you look at the second floor, you'll see that this is exactly where the staircase is going to the third floor. So let me show you what that looks like 3D. So there's that staircase. It's a little bit better of an angle. So you can see that's pretty much the floor plan of the upstairs. And this right here is just the staircase coming up. Again, the software does have its limitations, so it doesn't have the capability of clearing that floor out. So I had to put a wall there to kind of help with the floor plan. But you'll see it has 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. This is a wash area for clothes, and then your hallway going in over to here. And that's the ultimate setup. And there's the other bathroom. Again, you can see I'm not the best at this, but that's why you're here. So I just have another little bathroom here over here. All right, so that's pretty much it. I'm going to send you a link directly to here so you can just go in here and get all the dimensions and then plug it into Google Sketch. And again, hopefully you can use treble. If not, it's not a prerequisite, but ideally that's what I'd like. And if it's easier for you, great, let's just use that. Okay, so if you have any questions, just shoot me an email, and hopefully we'll be able to hash this out and get it. But again, you just zoom in and out with your mouse, and like if you want to get the dimensions here of each individual room, then you just hold the mouse down and just move across the canvas here, and you'll be able to get the dimensions of everything. So that's pretty much it. Again, if you need me, just reach out through the email, and we'll take it from there.